Right now, in India and across the world, thousands of brilliant entrepreneurs are working 16 HOUR days, burning billions of dollars in venture capital and destroying their mental health. And yet, they are making massive losses. Look at the food delivery apps, the 10MINUT grocery apps, and the ride-sharing companies. They are fighting a bloody war every single day just to survive. But then, look at Google, look at Microsoft, look at Zerodha here in India. These companies are not fighting price wars. 9. They are sitting on mountains of cash, enjoying profit margins that other founders can only dream of. So the question is, why do the companies that fight the hardest make the least amount of money? Why does competition actually destroy businesses? And most importantly, in a world obsessed with copying, how do you build a business that is a legal monopoly? This story is based on a fundamental rule of economics popularized by the legendary investor Peter Thiel. It is called 0 to 1. You see, whenever humans make progress, it happens in one of two ways. The first way is horizontal progress. This means taking something that already exists and copying it. If you take one typewriter and build 100 typewriters, you have made horizontal progress. You have gone from 1 to N1. In the business world, this is called globalization. Opening another coffee shop, launching another clothing brand, or building a clone for an American app in India. It is easy, it is safe, and everybody does it. But the second way is vertical progress. This means doing something that nobody has ever done before. If you have a typewriter and instead of building more typewriters, you build a word processor, you have gone from shunya to ek. In the business world, this is called technology. Look at this chart. In the year 2012, the United States airline industry generated $160 billion in revenue. Now, flying planes is a very difficult, very important business. But do you know how much profit the airlines made that year? They made a net profit of just 70 cents per passenger. In that exact same year, Google generated $50 billion in revenue, less than a third of the airlines. But Google kept a staggering 21% of it as pure profit. To put that in perspective, Google's profit margin was over 100 times higher than the entire US airline industry combined. Now, do you realize what that means? The airlines are stuck going from A to N. They are competing with each other on price, on legroom, on luggage fees. But Google went from shunya to A. They built a search engine so good that nobody else could compete. Since we are kids, we are taught that capitalism and competition are the exact same thing. We are taught competition is good. But the hidden truth of the business world is this: competition is for losers. If this is clear, now let me show you the problem. When you enter a highly competitive market, let's say you open a cloud kitchen on Swiggy or Zomato, you are entering what economists call perfect competition. Because there are 50 other cloud kitchens selling the exact same biryani, you cannot raise your price. If you increase your price by even 10 rupees, the customer will just click on a competitor. So what do? You offer a discount. Then your competitor offers a discount. Then you offer free delivery. Then they offer free delivery. Before you know it, all the profit in the market gets destroyed. You are working 14 hours a day, paying the platform fees, paying the delivery riders, paying for the ingredients, and at the end of the month, you have zero money left. But when you build a 0 to 1 business, you don't fight over the same pie, you invent a completely new pie. You build a monopoly. Now, I don't mean an illegal monopoly where you bribe the government. I mean a creative monopoly where your product is so unique and so far ahead of anyone else that you practically have no competition. Think about it. Oppo 9. Does anybody realistically compete with SpaceX today in landing reusable orbital rockets? No. Did anybody compete with Zerodha when they first introduced zero brokerage equity delivery in India? No. They didn't compete. They completely rewrote the rules of the game. This is the secret that separates the billionaires from the struggling startup founders. And it teaches us 3 very, very important lessons if you want to build a massively successful company. Lesson number 1, target a tiny market and monopolize it. Every pitch deck today says the global logistics market is a $1 trillion industry. If we capture just 1% of it, we will be a $1 billion company. This is the dumbest strategy you can have. If a market is that big, it is full of ruthless competitors who will crush you. Look at Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg didn't try to conquer the world on day one. He targeted one highly specific tiny market, Harvard University students. That's it. Just a few thousand people. But he captured 100% of that market. Once he monopolized Harvard, he expanded to other Ivy League colleges, and then eventually the world. Start small, monopolize, and then expand. Lesson number 2, your technology must be 10x better. If you build a product that is only 20% better than the existing solution, the customer will not switch. Human beings are lazy. The friction of downloading a new app, creating a new account, and learning a new interface is too high for a 20% improvement. If you want to pull customers away from competitor, your solution must be 10 times better. Amazon didn't just offer a bookstore that was 20% bigger. They offered a bookstore that had virtually every book in the world, delivered right to your house. It was a 10x improvement. Lesson number 3, Don't be the first mover, be the last mover. We always hear about the first mover advantage. But being the first mover is useless if someone else comes along and knocks you off your pedestal. Yahoo was a first mover in search. Orkut and MySpace were first movers in social media, but Google and Facebook were the last movers. They made a product so definitive, so dominant, that nobody else even bothered trying to build a better search engine for the next 15 years. Don't focus on being the first to enter a market. Focus on being the last one to solve the problem permanently. The business world is ruthless. If you spend your life copying what others are doing, you will be trapped in a price war until you go bankrupt. But if you have the courage to build something completely new, to go from 0 to 1, you won't just build a successful company, you will push the human race forward.